Hello, here again I am, Helenity, Life and Reality, where you embrace imperfections, normalize humanity, where we talk real and raw. We don't do fake until you make it. Just be yourself. It's a space where you feel free to be yourself. So today we are talking about the things that you need to get rid of in your life. Those things that you need to get rid of in your life, or rather the things I had to learn to get rid of in my life, or how to improve them. One of the things I had to learn to get rid of was self-doubt. Yeah, self-doubt. I was this person who used to doubt my skills, doubt everything about myself. I wasn't sure about myself. And maybe doubt came through. Sometimes we doubt ourselves through because of comparison. We compare ourselves with other people, which is very, very wrong. So I had to learn that I am unique just the way I am, and it is through that uniqueness that I have my own I can say my own goal and purpose. That uniqueness comes with a purpose, and that purpose is unique in its own way, just the way I am. So I had to learn to stop comparing myself with other people, because I cannot be somebody else. I am myself, and that cannot change. So I had to learn to accept myself just the way I am, to stop doubting myself. The second thing I had to learn was self execution of a verdict. I did that especially when I made mistakes. I would execute myself. Yeah, I did that. What is wrong with me? Why did I do that? You are a failure because I did that. I had to stop doing that, executing myself. I had to learn to accept I'm human, because I'm human. I had to learn to accept that I'm human, and it is through mistakes that I learn. I had to learn that mistakes are not failures, and they do not define who I am, but rather they make me grow better, which was very hard. It's very hard. It's very hard, especially where you have to learn about your weaknesses and you want to better yourself. So if you go through all that, if you can do that, trust me, you will become better. You become better, and you stop executing yourself. Okay. The third one was excuses. Excuses, yes, and I know when we give excuses, it's because of so and so, it's because of this and this, it's because I'm not enough, it's because I'm tall, it's because I'm short, it's because yeah, to learn to stop excuses. It was painful, but you learn. You want to learn, and I know you're asking, how did you learn? First, I had to accept who I am, my strengths and my weaknesses. Sometimes strengths can be weaknesses too. Sometimes strengths can be weaknesses. You need to write down your strengths and your weaknesses. And trust me, when it came to writing down weaknesses, it's not easy. But if you can go through that process, you get stronger. If you can actually admit that I am weak in certain areas and write them down, it's like a mirror. You're mirroring yourself. But on opposite side now, the weakness part of it, if you write down and you say, I'm this, I'm that. And sometimes strengths can be weaknesses. Okay, like an example would be too caring or too patient. I know I have these two: too caring and too patient. Too patient. And you meet people can take advantage of that. So you had to learn through that. Too patient and too caring. Okay, so I had to learn. And sometimes they crop up and I forget myself, but I go back. I pull myself back. So you have to learn that. So I had to learn to stop making excuses, because this was another thing. When I made mistake, I make excuses instead of owning the mistakes, instead of owning my weaknesses. Because if you own your weaknesses, you'll be able to improve yourself. Okay. And another one was complaining, because there is complaining and expressing yourself. People tend to complain and they think it is expressing. Expressing, you just there's justification, justifying the situation or the event. Complaining, it's more of being mean. You don't want to see things in a neutral way. Let me say neutral way. You just want everything to be, you want everything, you see things in your own perspective. Okay, your own perspective. So I had to stop complaining and learn. There's complaining and expressing. I had to stop complaining, because I had to learn. I learned that complaining was more of forcing things in my own way. Complain. Have you, if you've stayed, or you have people who complain a lot, yeah, it can be draining. It can be draining. So I had to learn that stop complaining, rather express, justify. Learn to express and justify instead of complaining. Then I had to learn to balance. My previous video about why do I behave the way I do, remember I said I'm kind of a perfectionist. So I had to learn. I had to learn that, because there is advantage and disadvantage, the pros and cons of being a perfectionist. Because a perfectionist, sometimes they are derails, like when it comes to decision making, because it will take time, because you want things to be perfect. And then remember, not everyone is perfect. I mean, not everyone is organized like you, because perfectionists tend to be so much of organized, kind of a thing. So I had to learn how to balance that I have to learn. Maybe when I'm in my own space, at that time I can be wherever I want to be. But with people, I had to learn that not everybody will be the way I want them to be. I want certain things to be like this. Like I'm this person who would organize. Let me give an example. I will organize my cups. I will give an example. Yeah, cups. Let me give an example with cups. They should look a certain way, facing a certain way, and aligned, and the place should be clean, and I love my space. You get what I mean? But now you have people in your home. Not everybody will be organized. There are those who just place the cup wherever they need to be. I had to learn that it was not easy. Trust me, if you are that person who wants things to be lined up, then you understand what I mean. I had to learn that it wasn't easy, but I had to learn to accept people for who they are. Okay, I'm not saying you change. Yeah, you change in a better way, but not entirely now changing who you are for other people, but to compromise. I want to learn to compromise. I'm saying, let me use the word compromise. Then the other thing I want to learn is to stop waiting for the right time. I'm not saying that you should, do things without reasoning, without planning. But what I'm talking about is, sometimes we can wait for something, like we are thinking, let me wait for the right time, and you end up never doing it, waiting for the right time. I want to learn that. So some you want to learn, what do I need to do? Like, I don't have to wait for, maybe, do I have an example I can give? Like right now that I'm talking, this topic came up and I just picked the phone and I started talking. But before, I would be like, let me wait for the right time. I organize it well. Like, I'm talking right now, it's it is freestyle. I'm doing it freestyle. I pick my phones and I just start recording. That is what I'm talking about. I want to learn to stop waiting for the right time, because I would find myself never doing it, because I want it to be, perfect. I can say that I want it to be perfect, so I had to run that. The other one was procrastination. Remember, I won't wait for something for the right time. So now these were into procrastination. Procrastination is postponing things. Yeah, I'll do tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe that is the right time. I'll do it in the afternoon. Let me wait a bit. I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. This is something also I struggle with, procrastination, because I want things to be perfect. Remember that. So I'm still learning, but I'm improving. I'm still a piece of work. You're human. We are learning every day. So this is another thing I want to get rid of in my, not actually get rid of, because I still sometimes I go back, but I remember you're trying to better yourself. So that's another thing I want to do. Then the other thing was forcing things. There's sometimes we force things even when they are no longer serving our purpose. They are no longer serving us in our lives. You force things. Could be relationships. Could be what can I say? A situation like maybe work, a friendship, or yeah. We just force things because we fear to let go. We fear to let go of things. We fear to let go. So this is something else still I want to learn. When a relationship is gone, or a friendship is gone, or something is gone, I want to learn to let go. Now this one, I want to learn to get rid of that, to let go. Because I've come to learn, if it's meant for you to, it will stay, and it will come back. It will come back. If it's meant for you, it will come back. If it's not, just let go. I want to learn that. It's painful, but I want to learn that. So learn and unlearn and relearn. Learn and learn and relearn. Okay, this is what you have to do in life for you to be able to move on with life. You have to learn, because life is a learning process. Every day you learn something new. Every day you relearn something, and every day and every day you unlearn. So these are things you need to learn to get rid of. You can add to the comments below, and maybe help somebody else. What is that thing that you want to learn, to unlearn, and to relearn? To relearn, to do something. To learn is to learn a new thing, new skill. What is new behavior, new habits? And then to unlearn is to unlearn something that is not serving you anymore, a bad behavior, or it could be not a bad behavior, but maybe it's not serving you anymore. And then relearn, maybe like I'm saying, the perfection part of it, and to relearn to compromise, and to relearn, because no, there are things you cannot entirely get rid of, but you relearn how to maneuver and how to go about it. So learn, unlearn, and relearn. And if you now that I can list down the list again, that is self-doubts. Get rid of self-doubts. Get rid of self-execution verdict. Get rid of excuses. Get rid of seeking validation from other people. Get rid of perfection. That is myself. Not It's part of me, so I want to learn that one. I'm relearning how to compromise. Get rid of waiting for the right time. Get rid of forcing things. Hope you have learned something. Get rid of that by learning new things, relearning, and unlearn. Okay,